Good morning. It's not morning. What is wrong with you? Okay, so I'm back again. I had another show scheduled, but hey, things didn't work out again. So I'm just gonna kind of like wing it. But I had a couple of videos that I wanted to show, and we can get into discussion about those. So give me a second. I hope and pray that my internet isn't janky today. So I'm gonna start with this video. Give me 1 second.
Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. I cancel the flight. I cancel your flight. Buy your own ticket. You make sure you don't do cheats. Nah.
Yeah.
It's your bag. I ain't even get your bag. Here, your bag
I
right
came
there.
here with nothing.
Go. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks. Cheeks got a deal.
Nigga, you're lame as fuck. Fuck.
Because
Because you can't get no coochie.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. I'm not paying for none of that shit.
You're lame as fuck. You can't get no pussy.
All right, buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Buy your own ticket. Shit, buy your own ticket.
Can I get ice cream? What is it? Oh my gosh! Hold on. Let me. I didn't bring it right there.
Okay. So the video that you just saw, the video that you just saw was a young lady who met a guy online and he paid for her ticket to come out and visit him. But because she didn't, want to sleep with him, he put her out of the car and basically sent her on with no way home. She has to figure that out on her own. So if you guys can tell me your thoughts and opinions on that, I would love to hear. See if I can get this other video. Give me 1 second, sharing my screen.
Blowjays. He's a social media influencer, best known for giving wads of cash to strangers.
You made, at the end of the day, you made 20,000 off me and my children.
But one homeless woman says that it is all for clout and that she hasn't received most of the money he's raised on her behalf. But while she cries foul, he says she didn't deserve the money. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Zipporah Tella says that she's fallen on hard times, and she and her 5 children are homeless. She says that she spends a lot of her time asking people for money out on the street. That's what she's doing in 2022 at a Walmart in Union City, Georgia, a suburb of Atlanta. She says that she was then approached by a man who gave her $500. That man was social media influencer Blowjays, but according to Tellis, the good deed was a scam.
doing, Miss Lady? How you doing? I'm amazing. You sweating? Hey, what's going on?
Tulla says that when she was approached by Glowjays and his team, they told her to make sure she looked sad as they recorded the encounter.
I don't know what to say right now. We're going from room to room.
What happened in order for you to get, like, in your situation?
I lost my place in 2020. I was trying to get back on my feet. My dad passed like a year ago.
Wow.
So he passed with COVID, and he was all I had, really. I'm just trying to really get back on my feet.
He gives her $500 cash.
Another 100 for you.
This is a scam.
Nah, ain't no scam. It's all you. Hey, 100. It's another 100 for you.
Oh my God.
Hey, another 100 for you. I ain't done. I got one more packet for you. 80, 100 for you. I gave you 500. Then we gonna add a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
You know
y'all.
what I'm saying?
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Glowjays has become known for do good, feel good. He's garnered 2 million followers on TikTok and over 400,000 followers on Instagram just in the last 7 months. The video featuring Tullis racked in over 13 million views on TikTok, and she later learned that Glowjays made a GoFundMe on her behalf. It said the funds would be used for getting her children, quote, clothes, food, housing, and getting her a vehicle. Donations totaling $20,140. The GoFundMe states that the funds, quote, will be given directly to her when the fundraiser is over.
Everything that was on the page was linked to him. Wasn't nothing linked to me.
She does admit Glowjays gave her about $3,000 days later. She says it mostly went to her hotel bills.
First of all, my room is $95 a night. Okay, so with the 3,000, like I was trying to explain to him, but he was not listening to me. I had already owed $500 on that. Okay, so I paid the $500 and I paid for 25 days on my room. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of it, I bought like necessities like Pepper White, milk.
She says that Glowjays asked for a picture of her identification card to send the remainder of the GoFundMe donations. She sent it. But days went by, and she says that she never received anything, and communication with Glow began sour.
He never really wanted to give me the money.
So she went to TikTok and started to talk.
You took it. You was a man when you took it. Be a man now.
Glowjays sat down with the Shade Room and says that he was shocked at what she had to say.
I wasn't just gonna pull up on a stranger and give you 20 grand without seeing you give some effort, without giving you some type of, you gotta be doing something, working for something.
He says that he decided to give Tullis that $3,000 after she texted him this, asking for about $200 for food and baby formula.
Once she asked me on TikTok, I don't have anything for you. I'm the person that gave you $3,500. No other stranger did that. Regardless if they raised it for you, gave it to you. No one has pulled up on you and gave you the amount that I have.
He says he also approached Tullis about several job and housing opportunities in the days after posting the video.
I put on my story like, hey, if you have any job opportunities for her, please email her. Drop an email and I say email her right here.
He says she stopped responding to people as if she wasn't interested in the help.
So you telling me you don't want to work. But, me still being a good person, I'm like, all right, whatever. And I said, but look, I gotta see you working. I gotta see you doing something. You got it. And she didn't want to do none of that.
Do you believe that she's just a professional panhandler?
100%. And I've already heard people tell me, Union City, that's what they do. You know why I know that? Because there's another family that sits at the exact same spot when she's not there.
But Tullis says that is simply not true. What's your response to people online saying that you're not really homeless?
Look, this one, man. You see one, man? You see this? I'm in a hotel. I pay $95 daily. If I don't have the money, I get put out. Yes, I'm looking for work. I was trying to explain to him, in order for me to work, I gotta have childcare. I can't take 5 kids, 2 infants with me to no doggone job.
People took to TikTok to sound off about the situation. One user wrote, quote, he didn't give her the money, but still got the video up. That's messed up. But trust and believe what goes around comes back around. Another person wrote, quote, give that lady her money. It's bad enough you lied for views, but not give her all the money.
Have you created other GoFundMes like hers before in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so my thoughts on this is he's on some bullshit, and I feel like if he did a GoFundMe in her name, and it was supposedly be to help her then he should have gave it to her. To give her 35 and then try to spend it with, she doesn't want to work, she doesn't want to do this. You created the whole GoFundMe for her in her name, and you only gave her a certain percentage of it. And it says it in the GoFundMe. So what do you guys think? What is your opinion? Yeah, we meet men in our hometown with no money, but why would you travel to a whole nother state to meet a man that you've never met, that you met online, and not have a back, like not have your own money, so that when that would happen to her, she would be able to get back home? That didn't make sense. I agree. He does need to give her all the money because I mean, I agree with her. I think that he's doing it for clout, and his excuse, it ain't working for me. So to those of you who just tuned in, where I just showed two videos. The first one was about I forgot what it was about, all that. Oh, young lady met a guy online, traveled to see him. He paid for her ticket to get there, but because she didn't want to sleep with him, he put her out the car, and he decided he wasn't going to pay for her way back home. So I was asking people's opinions on that. I also showed another video of a young woman with 5 kids, homeless, a guy that does, I guess he goes around giving people like wads of money or something. Anyways, he created like a GoFundMe in her name in honor of her to help her, from being homeless. He raised over $20,000. He gave her 3,500 of it, and he doesn't feel he wronged her. But this was created in her name, and the agreement actually says that all the proceeds will go to her to bring her out of homelessness. But he doesn't agree that he's done anything wrong. She feels like he's doing it for clout chasing, and I agree. So I was just asking what people's opinions and thoughts were on that. Not gonna be here long. I actually had another show. I had a show scheduled. The guest didn't show again, so I don't know. Yeah, she should have knew better about meeting somebody online. Like, even if you were gonna do it, you should have had your own money, and you should have had them pay for a round ticket, not a one way ding bat. If you was gonna get out there and not want to sleep with them. So yeah, so those were the two videos that I showed. I'm gonna go on, and I don't know if she was young or not. I don't really know how old she was, but she should know better still. She just should know better. I'm gonna go on and end it. You guys have a good night.